What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today we're going to be taking a look at some Grails on Bladebinge. If you've never been to Bladebinge, I'm too far to the closer to the center. If you've never been to Bladebinge, check it out. It's awesome. This is one of my favorite places, legitimately, to go and scroll for Grails. And you know, the marketplace is cool too, but my favorite, honestly, my favorite thing is the Grails because it's easier for me to kind of, you know, see all the more of the rare stuff all in one place. If you like buying, selling, trading, you know, being a part of that end of the community, Bladebinge is, in my opinion, the safest place to do all of this, and it's awesome. So check it out. I'll link it in the description. Let's take a look at the Grails. I keep saying it's like I'm on the hunt. I'm constantly on the hunt, constantly. Now I picked up a few things here recently, but you know, that rare secondary market purchase. When I say rare, I mean rare for me to purchase something off the secondary market. But it is fully possible if I find the right thing. There was a Gareth Bull Shamwari on, I think I posted it in my community tab. I hadn't seen one of those, excuse me, in so long. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. Nothing so far has caught my eye, but we'll keep scrolling until we find something interesting. Curtis F3 large. That's the God. Oh, that's the 1.1. Oh, they did do shiny DLC. So this is the bigger one. This one, to my knowledge, is actually, it's either identical or slightly larger than the one I have. The Rodden Evo 1.1 with polished DLC tie handles. $1,500. My God. I mean, these are cool. I own essentially this knife. Like, I own the one, I think mine is the 3, and it's about the same size, and it, whoops, went backwards. I forgot there's a button on my mouse that, like, makes it page back. So let's try paging forward. There we go. But $1,499, you know. I think, you know, like, especially newer people get really upset that we see prices like this on knives in general, and knives that they know, you know, originally cost less, and we see it on the secondary market. And I try to tell people, like, you're wasting your time getting mad about it. The seller is not trying to appeal to everyone. Like, they don't wake up and go, gosh, I hope no one gets mad at the price that I have. They don't care about that. They're looking for that one person who's willing to pay, and that one person who's willing to pay, if it's a popular knife, is actually they only need to sell it to one person. And you know, at some point they may actually sell it for that. I don't know, or they come back a little bit, right? But getting upset about it, I don't know. It's I suppose I'm a little bit of a hypocrite because sometimes I get on here and I criticize. Mostly, I criticize the way people take pictures. I don't like deceptive or dishonest picture taking, right? I don't like dishonest listings. But I think at the end of the day, as long as you're being honest about what it is and the pictures you're taking, you can list it for whatever price you want. And if it doesn't sell, then you alter the price until it does, you know? What the heck is this? This is me yammering on about, like, stuff that everybody already knows. What's going on here? Oh, Richard Rogers. Yeah. Man, there was a knife that I reviewed, Richard Rogers, like a couple of years ago. I just thought was absolutely incredible. What is going on with the frame? Really cool looking. Really cool. I don't know what's going on here. This is, hold on. I knew, I was like, it looks like oil slick zirconium. That's what it says there. That's cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. What's that? What are they wanting for this? $2,850. It's a lot of money. The internet is like a little kid on a rusty tricycle is how the internet feels today. So price drop BBK Raptor. That's a cool looking knife. It's a cool looking knife. Hinder Jurassic full tie, the most ergonomic knife that Rick Hinder has ever created. Not the prettiest, but the most ergonomic for sure. Ooh, oh, that's a mini. Nope. Sorry, no. Don't want the mini. Don't want the mini. Not me. You can want it. That's fine. I don't want it. Herman Mantis. See, I don't think What is this? 350. It's Magna Cut. You want 925? I don't think you're gonna see. I don't think you're gonna sell it for that. I mean, but he's got a lot of. Maybe he will. I don't know. I just think like that's like a brand new Herman. Like you, I mean, like you can just go to Polish Custom Knives and like pick something like this up. A DLT has a drop coming up, or maybe it's like it already happened, but I don't know. Sue Magna Cut. Yeah, I mean, like I think the days of like paying this much for a full tie version of this knife are just they should be over. You can, but like we see them. I saw a bunch of 80/20s just sitting on PVK Vegas. Like we've gotten to the point where the demand I think has come down a little bit, and Demco can actually keep up, which is good. That doesn't mean that nobody cares about the knives anymore. That's where you want to be. You want to be at a point where you can actually stock retailers, and then people can go and buy them. I mean, I don't know. I suppose like constantly having your product sell out is still better, but it's better for us. Sorry, not for Demco. It's better for us when that the demand for something like that comes down. That way, like people, we're starting to get to the point where people can casually go and buy the actual MG 80/20s. Is what I'm saying. Still don't want to pay that for that. It's cool, but no. MG 80/20 Shark Lock. I mean, these are still $1,000. He's got multiple. It's the same guy. It's Adam Sandler. Gosh darn it, I can't blame him. Right? I mean, if people pay that much, then you list them for that. Praetorian tie. Well, I still stop and look at Praetorian ties, even though I don't think there's a chance that I will ever have one in my collection again. Not for no other reason than just like I owned it and fine, And it used to be like the ultimate like overbuilt monster thing, but now I own like 10 knives that make this thing look tiny. Let me see here. I want to see your. I do appreciate the honesty with the centering picture. We're slightly, it's. I think the angle is like slightly in favor of the centering. I think you could have actually scooted a little more that way and made it look better and been more, dead on. But this is an honest centering picture. Always take a picture of the lockup and the centering. And that's good. That's a beautiful XM. Hold on a second. Very lightly used, all Stonewash blade texture. Yeah. For $550 for lightly used full titanium, and it also includes the original G10 scale. And we have exactly spot on hinder lockup. This guy actually managed to take a very honest centering picture. You could have slightly gone this way and been more accurate and actually displayed the centering better, I think. Yeah, that's a super nice non-flipper Bowie that comes with the sometimes hard to find textured titanium scale. I think $550 for that is very, very fair. This is part of the reason why I like Bladebinge. Over a lot of people who are looking at this site, you might also look at like Arizona Custom Knives, which I do. I frequent Arizona Custom Knives. The difference between Bladebinge and Arizona Custom Knives is that on Arizona Custom Knives, everything is always overpriced. Every single thing, because it's a lot of it is like consignment, right? And so like the seller's trying to make money, and the and Arizona Custom Knives also takes a chunk of it, right? So you will see you'll see overpriced stuff on Bladebinge, but you'll also often see prices that are pretty fair. It just depends on what it is. MG 80/20 compact whale shark full thickness V2 grind. This is getting closer. That's a good looking knife, man. That's a good looking knife. I love that. Beefy. See, I'm sitting here lusting over it like I'm going to use it, and then I'll get it and I won't want to use it. That's one of those where I need to buy two. I need to have one user and one save queen. I haven't seen that in forever. Is this the Rexford? Yeah, that's the Rexford. Man, what a blast from the past. This has been obviously been resharpened. So that's why the price is only $6.25. I bought this at a knife shop that had a private collection on consignment. I believe this limited edition run was done in about 2014. This is on my Todd Rexford. That wouldn't surprise me if it was 2014. It was named the Copperhead for its unique copper, etc., etc. Bought it. Carried used. It's cool. Window and it is okay. Blades. No, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just want to hear about the resharpening. There is a cool one. Minor defects are a small scratch near the handle on the blade and some slight wear on the spine. Firstly, do not stand all ship. These do not have their box and papers, but the box is not in great shape. I do have the box and original papers as well as the pouch, but the box is not in great shape. I don't think that really matters. The fact that you have the box and papers is really good. Even though, like people always point out, nowadays you can easily fake the papers. But it's better that you have them, especially on something like this, because I guarantee you this knife has been cloned, right? Is there any mention whatsoever? Did I skip over it too fast? Did this guy just not mention the fact that the edge has been redone? Copper, good decent. Like someone, not me, put a fantastic mirror edge. Okay, good. I was gonna say, you got to mention that. Yeah. Like yeah. Okay. This is a rare knife. I think the fact that this has, like, I mean, like, people are going to complain about this, but, like, look at the grind here. Like, this is a little unavoidable. Where are we at here? A little dark here from this angle. A little dark, but I think I can make it out. It's this cool. What was the steel on this? M390. The 0801, and then this was the special variation. Yeah, I don't know that it'll ever sell for $6.25 because of that edge. If you had this thing totally mint with the box and completely unused, those older collabsy tees are so freaking rare and collectible. There it is, right there. The 3.3 Chamois Spirograph. This is such an awesome knife, such a beautiful knife. I would love to, have a Chamois made. God, that is such a freaking awesome pivot. That is so cool. Man, I love that. It looks so good. Absolutely love it. This is a knife that is very hard to come by. And the only reason it's still sitting there is because it doesn't matter who you are, $14.75 is a lot of money to spend on a pocket knife that is not absolutely brand new. I mean, it is, but I mean, like, you're going to be the second owner. That's really cool, though. That's extremely cool. I love that. Shark Knife Co. Captain America. I can't decide. Like, the 80s camo, the first time I saw it, I was like, whoa! What in the Nickelodeon in the 90s is this? I'm like, yeah. And now I'm like, It's one of those things that's like neat because you've never seen it before, and then it's like, okay. I don't know if it's going to catch on, like, and be this, like, new, thing that we see, like, on everything. I mean, it is, like, for a long period of time. It's not going to have an evergreen status like carbon fiber or titanium. I mean, I guess it is. It is carbon fiber. You know what I mean? It's regular carbon fiber. Machine-wise Mojave. I really like that knife. Really like the Mojave. Is this factory? Hold on. Is this a factory scale? I didn't know that that Hinderer did that. Headless Horseman Battle Black Lime Green. New and in box. This is a factory. Dude, that's actually kind of neat. I didn't know that he did that. The Headless Horseman's riding the horse. Huh. I don't know if it's worth $1,000. Looks like a production XM with a pumpkin on it. Whoa. The best button lock that exists. The best one. And I know people are sick of plunge locks. This feels completely different. Anybody who's ever owned the VECP button lock, this thing is just phenomenal. It feels unbelievably high quality. It feels like a button lock that's not a button lock. Unreal. I want this, but I want it in DLC. If it was, I'd be tempted by. I want the blade in DLC. 825, I'd be tempted by. I think those brand new go for like $450. I even tried to reach out to Les George. I was like, "You got any more of those?" He's like, "Nah." Like, no, I mean, not trying to get a free one. Like, I wanted to, just like see if I could like, pick one out. And he didn't have any. XM18 3.5 inch hollow ground slicer stone wash, new, never carried. 500 bones. 500 bones. Take some freaking pictures of the centering. I like that it's the DLC frame. That's cool. You can't just do front and back, man. You got to do lockup. You got to do centering. You got to do that. What do we got? You only got one. Come on. If you had like 80, then I'd be like, all right. I trust him. Still, not even then. Like, still, you gotta take the right pictures. Brand new in box. See, this is a much more reasonable secondary market price tag for something like this. MG8020S Slim Texture Titanium. And is this actually Demco's texturing? Is it? Slim Texture Titanium. All items is. I guess so. Okay. I thought maybe it was original goat. But, yeah. All right. It's nice to see the half tracks back, for sure. Love these. Mini FSD and full-size FSD are so good. That's awesome. DLC with the purple carbon fiber. The purple carbon fiber is not for me, but it's really cool. We're starting to see a lot of these. I don't know that Hawk Talon's secondary and on retail sites are going to hold on to this, $1,200, $1,400. I hope those things come back to, I mean, even at, I'm trying to remember what I paid for mine, $950. Even at that price, it's like, jeez, But I think if you just wait, you'll be able to get your hands on those for less. Rogue, Custom Knife Factory, Evo Glossy. Yeah, there's one that's what generation is this? Well, Evo what? What number? Moon Pigeon. We need to know what generation this is. Never used, never carried high gloss. You took 2 pictures. You got to do centering. You got to do lockup. We probably better lighting. And you also need to tell us what generation it is. Because there's at least 4 generations of it. Now, to be fair, since it's glossy DLC, I think that narrows it down to 2 generations. But you still got to tell us. 1 free knife sharpening for rating/review, must pay shipping. Just looking to see if there are people who would be interested in sharpening service. Anything from reprofiling to mirror edge. Could also do a spa treatment. It's always $1,000. Oh, maybe make an offer. I mean, you mean like, okay, well, we're showcasing the ability to sharpen rocksteads. Okay, sure, maybe, Yeah, if you're looking for sharpening, this gentleman here, I like knives. Okay, if you're looking for sharpening, there you go. He's on Bladebinge. Let's see. And for newer people who always wonder, like, am I protected on a site like this? Like, if I pay for something and it ends up not being what was advertised, am I protected? Yes. That's why I like Bladebinge. Ooh! Is this... Doing pouch, very recent Morpheus Prestige. How much? He wants $1,200 for this. Hold on. Oh, it's so freaking close, man. 10, 18, 25. Maybe I just need to get in there and order one. This is close. It's not the texturing I want, but it's real close. $17.94. New in pouch, very recent Morpheus Prestige build up for grabs. Features a near mirror Udahome Vanex super clean blade. Is this the looks like it's the tie liner lock. I love these knives. I love them. Maybe I just need to see the process of like getting one built. I'm sure it involves paying a lot of money and waiting a long time. Maybe one. I'm looking for one. We're at 20 minutes already. I'm looking for one more. One more super duper cool guy. Nah, I own that knife. That knife still goes for $1,000. Oop. It's still catching my eye. It's still doing the trick. Very cool. Not for that. I want that to say $750. Come on, one more. 9 pages. Oh, these are all brand new to me. I own that. I didn't pay that for it. What I paid was too much. Brand new. No. No, full titanium hinder clips with glass breaker. What's that? Mayberry Customs HDM number 69 giggity. Good looking blade. Great looking texture pattern there. Z-Wear 63 HRC. Love that texture pattern. So what's the lock? Is the lock like a button top liner or what? Huh. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about Mayberry Customs, but looks kind of neat. This is one of the ugliest Spyderco knives in existence. It looks like the handle was like a handle shape and someone squeezed it. You know in like cartoons, like old Looney Tunes, and like the big tough dog like grabs the cat or whatever and squeezes him. And he lets go and like the cat's body's all squished like it's been inside of his fist. That's what this looks like. Like the Tom and Jerry, the dog finally gets a hold of Tom and squeezes him. We'll go to page 10 and then that'll be that. Definitely a lot of tempting stuff here though. Riot Tiger customized. That's cool. Chris Reeve Pacific. Heretic Pariah white cell shade. That's neat. I have the blue one. I like the white one. I think the blue one looks cooler. Fief 18. Hold on a second. Is the 18 the small one? Or is the 18 the big one? Oh. See, if this is the big one, I'd buy it. But only removed for pictures. Brand new inbox. This is the CKF. I'm going to have to look that up. Because, what was this? 6 to 25. I feel like the 18 is a small one. I want them to do the big one again. I want, or an even bigger one. I want this. So I have the medium one. And I want the big one. They had a long time ago. They did the big one. This is a super nice looking knife. I love it. But I want a big one, and I want the This says DLC. This is DLC. Maybe it's just because it's so bright. It's super cool. I want them to do the big one again. Really nice profile though. Okay. That's gonna be it, guys. I'll go to the bottom of the page just in case. Just in case. SMF Bowie. No. Okay. This is fun. I'll link these this page, the Grail's page and the shop page down in the description. You guys can check it out if you want to. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do of course have Lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.